Kingdom.
To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take
Yes, sir.
We're back.
Summer League is back, man. We just saw Wemby get dunked on. But yo, shout out to the Nets, man. I mean, it was a tough loss, but it looked
Summer League,
really
who cares?
terrible. Yeah, it's Summer League. It looked really, really bad that first half. I already texted you. I was like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this, but
May have been
Jalen
the worst
Wilson.
basketball I've ever watched. That first half was awful, but hey, that second half looked a lot better. It was a lot better for my eyes.
Yeah, Jalen Wilson looked really, really tough, man. Not gonna lie.
13-point third quarter.
Yeah, and that third quarter, let's go straight to it because we were down bad in that first half, and then that third quarter. Talk about Jalen Wilson, man. Tonight, man. 17 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 5 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the foul line, 1 for 5 from 3, 6 for 14 from the field. I'll go quickly. Like his game, I tweeted this out. Like it's just a lot of. It reminds me of a Josh Hart, Jimmy Butler type mold. Like really bully ball. I'm too strong, and I got the floater in my mid range in between game is really like his bread and butter. He scores a lot in that paint, and then he's good at going downhill in transition. But then he'll hit the occasional three. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't really seem like he's comfortable shooting the three, but he's willing to take it. And then sometimes he misses it, sometimes he makes it. And then I know in college he was he's pretty good, pretty efficient. But talk about Jalen Wilson, man. Like, what did you see? Like, what were the keys to him kind of breaking out in that third quarter for you, bro?
Well, he was really the guy that started the comeback and what made this game watchable. Him attacking downhill really sparked something in this game. Yeah. And he, like you said, he was able to get a mid-range too, and he actually has some decent post moves. Yeah. The way his aggressiveness was kicking in, it opened a lot of options on the court, and ultimately that was, like I said, a reason why the Nets actually came back and made the game watchable. Like if it wasn't for Jalen Wilson's third quarter, this could be a whole entirely different conversation. If Jalen Wilson didn't have that third quarter, we probably aren't on stream right now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was really close to turning this game. Like I told you at halftime, I was like, I wanted to watch Wemby versus Brandon Miller, and then I'm like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? Oh, this close. I was like, am I gonna do it? But I kept watching, and then Jalen went off, so I was like, okay, we locked in. Let me read some of the chat. Shout out to Worley. Yeah, we was watching. We was all watching Wemby. I was watching back and forth. I had the laptop on the Nets, and then my TV had Wemby on. So I was watching, like I was going back and forth like this.
W multitasker?
Yeah. I hate doing that with games though, because I can't really like lock in because
with either game.
Yeah, because I missed a great Blazers game because I was watching a little bit of the Nets. The ending. I missed the ending, and then I'm like, oh. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez, Paula Herc was good. Yeah, so when Jalen Wilson went off in the third quarter, I think it kind of sparked the team, like you were saying, and then everybody kind of got into the double digits. We got to talk about Chandler. Chandler was tough tonight, 16 points. DDJ had 13, 6 rebounds. Amani Brooks in that third quarter, 17 points. He was lights out from 3, 5 for 9 from 3. A lot of guys scored in double digits. Lewis was 14, and then Raekwon Gray had 11. But yeah. Brooks, like I was kind of suspect on him, and then all of a sudden, like he just lit it up and went crazy from 3. But I think a lot of his threes were coming off Jalen Wilson going downhill, DDJ going downhill, like that attack and then the kick out. He got some good 3-point looks in that, and then he was on fire in that third. Yeah, we're gonna get to Noah. We're gonna get to Noah. We're going to get to know it because I don't know what was going on. I know he had a lot of pressure on him to be the first. He was 21, and a lot of people had high expectations for him. But I told Rage this. I was like, I have no expectations for these rookies. These guys are 18. We started him at the 5, right? We started him at the 5, and
he was at the 5. Wilson was at the 4.
People on Twitter were telling me he's going to be our backup center, and this man is getting bodied in summer league, and it wasn't looking good. In summer league, like I said, in summer league, like I said, we're not going to react here. We're not going to overreact and say he's trash, and because he's not. We're not going to do that. Somebody said shout out to Apollo. I was pushing tabs on the PC. Yeah. I really like Brooks. Yeah, Brooks was looking good. Noah is just, and I talked about this during my breakdown. He has no in between game. He has no post move. He has no shot creation. His handle's not good, but he has the shooting upside, and then he has a little bit of defensive versatility. And I think in this game, he settled way too much for threes. Like he turned into he thought he was like JJ Redick out there. You know what I'm saying? He was just sitting in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just shooting all threes. He
literally only shot threes. Like and the one shot that I saw that wasn't a 3, he just like chucked up a layup.
Yeah. Yeah, he was literally shooting. What was he? So he was 1 for 9 from the field, 19 minutes, 1 for 7 from 3. 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 4 points. Yeah. And he just settles way too much. Like, bro, you're 6'10". Like, get in the post sometimes. You see what Jalen Wilson was doing? Jalen Wilson, when his threes weren't hitting, he was getting to the cup. And he's 6'6", 6'7", right? So you're 6'10". Get into the post, go downhill, or drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just settle for threes because your 3 is not going to be – it's not like it's like a 40% efficient shooter.
If it's off, like I still I do ultimately respect him continuing to take threes and not.
Oh yeah, I want
him not losing confidence. But the thing is, it's like if it's not going, you're gonna have to try something else out, and we didn't see any of that tonight. And I fully expect like other things. Oh my gosh,
Wait, what just happened?
Oh my gosh, that was a crazy.
Somebody got dunked on.
Someone got dunked on.
Oh, yo, these mad posters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, these yo. You see how he looked at us? You see how he looked at us? Yo, let me know if you're watching in the chat. Let me know if you're watching this Spurs Hornets game right now. Oh my god. The posters are insane. You saw how he looked at him after? Oh man.
He looked at him like, come on. but ultimately with Clowney, like it's just a matter of like I'm glad he's shooting threes, and I think he will get to a point where he is making them and he is a threat. But yeah, I just was kind of upset that there wasn't anything else that he was going to offensively. Yeah. Defensively, I didn't think he looked horrible. There were he did have his moments, but he wasn't going to be perfect defensively. And but offensively, I would like to see in the next game that we have something other than just threes, especially if they're not going in.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is the part where the self-creation happens. Because the thing I said, the big difference with him and Clax is a better ball handler than him. So Clax can drive and go downhill, get into his Euro. He has the hooks. So I mean, I know Clax got that this year, but and he came into the league going in transition with the ball handle. Like Claxton's a better dribbler than Clowney. I mean, and as far as the shot goes, we love that you can shoot. We want you to keep shooting Clowney. But if it's not going, you got to find something else. You can't just stand there and shoot 500 threes. You know what I'm saying? You're 6'10", bro.
Come on, I'd understand if this was Imani Bates, but this is Noah Clowney.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, Imani Bates is different because he's a scorer. But with Clowney, I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, so going back to Clowney, man, it's just Saints in here. Going back to Clowney, it's like
Saints.
He's gonna need some development, and yeah, Say called me too. It was like Clowney, man. He was like out of because people were telling us like, yo, he's the one. He's about to be a backup center. He's about to be the one.
Hey, I had high expectations. High expectations. I don't know, but I thought he'd be okay. I don't know. It's just the first game, but I'm starting to get a reality check that maybe you should just chill out, let him do, because it took 4 years to get Claxton to where he is right now, and Clowney's 18.
Yeah,
So
yeah. As I said, like, my expectations was not like crazy for him. I was telling people to chill out with he's going to be the backup center. People were saying he's a center, this and that. I'm like, whoa, chill out. Let me read some comments. Somebody said
the biggest
Wembanyama's
project I've ever seen. Like,
yeah.
well, there is Ryan Rupert, but
Yo, he was terrible.
But I do think Clowney has really high upside, and I think he'll be good.
Yeah. Shout out to Cypher. Wembanyama's looking like a bust. Peoples Hernandez, I pray one day the Nets curse will be lifted. Shout out to Ramon. Clowney attempted more threes than Claxton does. Yeah, he does. He attempts a lot of threes. A lot of threes. I think what was he 7 threes tonight?
7 3.
7 threes. And he made one. Yeah, he made 1 3. Even from the field. 1 for 9 from the field. Like, you know, it's just like I said, I'm not gonna...
I didn't see the other shot attempt, but the one shot attempt I saw was ew.
Yeah.
It was like the first Jalen Wilson shot attempt.
Yeah.
That I saw.
And it's sad because, like, you know how the NBA is going into the analytical modern NBA, like, oh, it's either threes or bust, or threes or dunks. Like, it's like people need that in between game. The best players in the world right now, they all have a middies and they all have in between games. Jokic, Giannis, who else? Embiid. These guys are in the post when, you know what I'm saying? They're in the post. They can hit them hooks. They can hit them shots in between.
Even Bam.
Bam. Yeah, these guys are all the best players and the best post players in the game. Like, the best big men in the game. They have a midi kind of in between area game. It's not just threes or nothing, you know? And that's sad because, you know, the analytics, everybody says the analytics, you got to shoot threes to win. You shoot more threes and we win, you know? Shout out to Golden Kick. How bad is it with Noah? I'm not gonna overreact and
it's the first game, but initial thought, I didn't like, it wasn't like anything really positive, but that's just like the first summer league game. The summer league game it doesn't really matter. Like, when we look back at Noah Clowney's season at the end of the year, we're not gonna pinpoint the first game of the summer league, or we might, but he'd have to have a really bad regular season.
Yeah. And this is what I was saying before, because I was like, the Cavs is not a good summer league team. That's probably one of the like all they had was Cooper and Bates. Like, they're not that good of a summer league team.
Isaiah Mobley.
Yeah, and we were kind of getting punched like by 20 in the beginning. I mean, we came back because thank God Jalen Wilson went off. But it just didn't look good.
At least none of these guys know each other. So yeah, there's an aspect where you can kind of understand how the horrible basketball was actually happening.
Yeah. They're a new team too. Let's not, you know what I mean? We're used to seeing the same usual like suspects when it came to like having our team in the summer league, or even like the G League. Some of those guys would mainly play there too, but with a mix of like some new guys. But now you're seeing a completely whole new summer league squad. Everybody's trying to show out. I'm sure their nerves are shot too.
Yeah, they definitely look nervous in the beginning. They're all trying to.
You saw little flashes. Yeah, you see little flashes from a couple guys in there where it's like, if they get their shit and they start really like honing those skills, like you can see where they'll have the flashes that could benefit this team. Jalen Wilson, I liked. He's going to be probably the easiest, quickest guy we could get into the lineup.
I think I agree with that. He's probably the most plug and play regular guy, but like I said, he's not. I'm not going to say he's going to get minutes because there's but he's roster right now that are going to get minutes over.
Based off the first summer league game, it does look like that, and we do lack forward and front court depth. But I personally thought, just based off of like skill and what I saw coming out of college, that Whitehead would be that, but obviously we can't possibly tell because he's hurt.
Yeah, like Jalen's gonna get he's gonna get his buckets, and he's gonna, like I said, he's the most seasoned because I think he did 3 years at Kansas. If I'm not mistaken.
He's like 22.
Yeah, he did 2 or 3 years at Kansas. He's the most seasoned. Like, when guys stay in college and for longer and they have more experience, they're kind of more NBA, right? Like, you've seen Jamie Jaquez.
And they're gonna look a lot better in the summer league against these other guys who are like either first year guys or the guys who have been in the G League for a while, or just coming out of college like him. But like the thing is like he's had experience and he just got drafted, so he's gonna look a lot better than the 18-year-old that just got off of 1 year at Alabama who, played like 20 minutes a game.
Now let me ask you this question to y'all. First of all, I'm really sad what happened to what happened to DDJ, man. DDJ just did not look like he had. I mean, it's one game, so maybe he could still recover from this. And he had 13 points, 5 for 10, 3 for 4. Is DDJ cooked, or is he like you'll think he'll get a two-way from somebody else or contract from somebody else like going forward? Do you guys think?
Sam, what do you think?
Oh,
nice, dude. But my opinion with DDJ.
I'm sorry,
is that,
I was talking and I didn't unmute myself.
Oh, you good?
I was like, wait a minute, I'm muted. I mean, but dude, it's like you've seen so far his stint with the Nets. You've seen DDJ like have a few games here and there where you're like what the guy can possibly do. Yeah. And then he'll have a game, even though it is summer league, he'll have a game like this where it's like their numbers aren't bad, but it really didn't make an impression so much in the game, maybe during, the third quarter or whatever, but it's like
with
I mean, what are we honestly expecting from him? Honestly?
The Nets didn't, and I realized the Nets didn't do the thank you. You know how they did the thank you today on social media? They didn't put thank you DDJ yet, so I don't know if they're willing to give him a like that. Let's say that third, there's one more two-way because Raekwon has one, Jalen has one. Did any of these guys impress you enough to give him an early impression to get the last two-way between DDJ, Brooks?
He's got to show it this summer league, bro.
Yeah,
he's got to show it.
Like I said, he's playing for a job this summer league. I think DDJ got to play better because he's playing for a job. Between Chandler, Brooks, DDJ, I guess those are the three guys for the two-way, for the third two-way. I know I think I saw Jay tweet out about Chandler, like he wanted to give Chandler the third two-way, and he's a tough guard. How tall is Chandler again? Because he's a tough guard. Like he was getting downhill, and he got bounced too for a small guard. Shout out to Big Friend Breezy. What's up, bro? Yeah, he got bounced for a small guard, bro. Let us know in the chat who you guys think if you were to give out a third two-way to the last guy, who do you guys think in summer league?
Hey, Brooks might be making a case.
Brooks might make a case. Who got the highest case right now? Let us know in the chat. I might put the poll up.
The highest case is Brooks, based off this one game alone.
Mm. Yeah, because with Chandler,
ultimately, like I guess Chandler did have an okay game.
Yeah,
but ultimately, if DDJ finishes off fine, he'll probably get that two-way because he's already had one.
Yeah, because I know he wants to
convert it to a standard contract at the end of the year. So.
Yeah, I think he wants that guaranteed, but he might have to settle with a two-way this year if he don't like I said, he's still early. He can go crazy in the next couple games, but we'll see what's going forward. If you're joining us right now, hit that like button. We're reacting to the first summer league game. The Nets lost to the Cavs, 97-101. Jalen Wilson went crazy. He had 17 points, 5 rebounds. And he led the team in scoring. And then Chandler was second. No, I'm sorry. Brooks, 17 points. They're tied for the leading. And he shot 5 for 9 from 3. But yeah, so going forward in the summer league, like I said, I'm not really I'm not gonna be like super high. Like I said, my expectations for Clowney and these rookies weren't so high regardless. But I'm just gonna look for key things like it doesn't look like there's no system right now, or just like we're just playing free ball. So the coaching is just go out there and do whatever.
There isn't coaching.
There's no coaching. It's just like you just go out there and play. It's like that type of thing. So I'm just gonna look for certain players to impress me, show me signs of a little bit of development going forward, and
yeah, I don't know why I was expecting anything. Like I had this expectation, like maybe it's just because it's Nets basketball. It's been a little bit. You really want to see them play.
Yeah.
And then I realized I'm like, wait a minute, dude. I can't like. You realize how much, as much crap as we give, like say Cam Thomas or Dayron or some of our past rookies. It's like watching tonight. I kind of realized like how much better some of the other guys we did draft.
Yeah.
In the previous seasons, where I'm like, okay, maybe we shouldn't be so harsh on some of these other guys. Yeah. And when you're looking at this class, and I'm kind of like, all right, they kind of like hampered my expectations really quick. So.
Yeah, because like when the game I watched before this, the Portland Rockets game was unbelievable. Like the rookie talent on there, both squads was unbelievable. But they're lottery teams, so you were expecting that. And then even this Hornets Spurs game, it's just like a whole different level of basketball from what we just watched with the Nets and the Cavs. I was like, what are we watching here?
Thank God for that second half, because I don't know if I was able to watch anymore. I didn't know if I was actually capable of watching more basketball after that first half.
Yeah, when Jalen Wilson, shout out to gross people. Why did Jalen drop so much? He had to. We were down bad.
He was like the only person attacking and actually making shots when he did that.
I think halftime we were down at least 15, almost 20.
We were down by like I couldn't even tell you. It was a lot of points.
Yeah, I think it was 15 or 20, something like that. We were down, so he had to go crazy. Somebody had to. So he just started. I remember it was like 2 quick buckets. He like got in transition and he just raced to the basket and got 2 quick lays. And then I think he had like another quick lay, and he was on a heater from there. So it was a lot of paint. Like I said, it was a lot of buckets in the paint, and he hit. I think he hit 1 3. Hold on, how many threes he hit? He hit 1 3. He had 1 3. Yeah. Shout out to Mark the Truth. He said, I wouldn't mind the Nets signing 2-way from another summer league team. Somebody said finally Wemby. Yeah, Wemby's not looking. He's still early, but yo, I'm still waiting for that dunk. I know that HD dunk is gonna come out the way he got dunked on, bro.
You see, and when you see what's happening with like some of these other players, like how like maybe Miller's getting off to a slow start, or Wemby or whoever else, it makes you a little bit more like it makes you think a little bit more that you're like, okay, it doesn't really matter that a whole lot, and that there's still a lot more to go, and because if your number 1 overall pick isn't playing good, you can't be mad that your 56 overall pick isn't playing that good.
Yeah. Prayers out to Scoot and Amen, though. Scoot, that game was amazing. That was probably one of the best summer league games, bro.
Oh, no, that was cinema. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Crazy how they both got hurt, though.
Scoot looked incredible. And when I'm talking about sensational, incredible, it was just Scoot is different, bro. He's different. He might be a future superstar. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He might be a future superstar. Yeah, what you gonna say?
Oh, I didn't say.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Cypher. He said Armani Brooks is Mark's. Oh, is he? Mark Phillips' nephew. Okay. Shout out to Ramon. Finally, when we made a 3. Yeah. Shout out to Jonathan Kennedy Chandler. Should get it. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say because there's a lot of guys that we might see now, like in
it's like the you should also take into consideration what someone said in the chat earlier, that like getting another guy from a different getting another guy from a different summer league team would also not be a bad option at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yo, did they put the Britney Spears on it? Yo, they put the Britney Spears.
Don't get
you can hear that?
Yeah, we can hear that. Turn it down. They put the Britney Spears on it. Oh my god, yo. Nah, they did not do that. All right, play it one more time without the sound. I want to see the real, like, this dunk. Oh my god. Oh, look at this. That's 7'5". Oh my god. That's
Dude, the announcer I heard an announcer go, anybody with green hair. Did you hear the announcer? I wish they would have played the announcer. The guy's like, anybody with hair color like that, is gonna.
It's gonna dunk me.
I was like, what?
Yo, they really played the Britney Spears. That's hilarious. Yeah, this dunk, bro. When I saw this, when Rage sent me this, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna call him a bust. They're gonna call Wemby a bust, bro, because he's like, I think he has like 6 points right now. But yeah,
he's like 2 for like 11.
At least he didn't get hurt. Like I said, at least he's a little bit durable. At least that's a good thing, because Scoot and Amen went down, and I thought Spurs were gonna be like, timeout. Wemby, you're gone. You're sitting down on the bench.
How do they both get hurt?
While you guys are talking, I'm just gonna keep putting up like dunks and things from the summer league.
Yo, put the there was another dunk. The Spurs, the second one the Spurs guy had. Put that one up.
You need to see it, Champagne.
Yeah, I got it. I got it right now. Give me one second.
Champagne had another one?
No. The one that we saw.
Oh, yeah. Champagne.
The one where I had to stop in the middle of my sentence.
That was Champagne. Okay, that was Champagne. Yeah.
Please put that back on the screen. Saying we need to see that again.
Yeah, put the Champagne one
Yeah,
on the
do you want the audio or no?
No audio, no.
No.
Well, yeah, no audio because we might get copyright content, right?
That's true. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
This was insane.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was crazy. Yo, you see, there's the full replay. You see how he looks at him? They showed the angle on
X's
TV.
on him.
It looked even crazier the way he looked at him. He was like, he looked so disappointed in his face. He looked so disappointed.
He
Like
gave him
he's
the
so
look
mad
like,
at himself. Oh, bro.
Yeah,
he stared at him and he was like, it was like he was disappointed in him. He was like,
yeah.
You're better than this, is what he was trying to say. When he can't even make a layup.
Yeah, you gotta find another
find
angle
it.
where he looks. Find the other
Let's
angle
see
where
if
he
I
looks
can
at him.
find
If he
that.
looks at him, yeah.
All right, I'll let you know if I can find it.
Shout out to Golden Cat. He said we need Tyler Hero. Shout out to Ramon. Dan Wemby fell behind to do a spin move. Shout out to I keep calling him Champagne.
Oh shit, the game's over. Okay.
Scoot's performance equals get Dame traded already. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, Portland, why are you guys hesitant on trading Dame? Like, look at who you guys have on your team right now, your young core. I mean, hopefully Scoot is good, but you still have Sharp, Chris Murray, Simons. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all still got a lot. Still got Jeremy Grant. I mean, he's older, but
I'm not gonna lie, that team is nice, and they're gonna get like 4 or 5 picks back.
yeah. I mean, they just matched Matisse Thybulle. I don't know why, but that's still a young guy that's pretty okay.
Why? Why did they do that?
Yeah. So we got Matisse, Jeremy Grant, Simons, Sharp, Chris Murray. Like that's solid. Young. I mean, if you want to be a young rebuilding team, that's solid. You really need Dame to be. What do you need Dame for? What do you need Dame for?
If you're not going to win a championship, especially in this point of Damian Lillard's career, you just have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was a consideration of let's keep him again after drafting Scoot. Let's keep Damian Lillard so they can get in each other's way.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Lenny Beeson. He said once Wemby gets weight, he'll be fine.
All right, I found it.
Oh, the other angle?
Yeah, and it shows it from
that angle where he looks. I couldn't stop laughing, bro, because he just looked him right into his eyes after he dunked on him. Like,
so Wemby ended with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks, 2 for 13.
All right, 9 points, 8 rebounds
of the NBA game.
Oh my god!
Yeah, then it shows it from another angle, and then that angle.
Hold on, they moved the comment right here, yo. Oh my god! He said, "I got him." See everybody stand up. Yeah, this was insane. Oh my god! You see how he looked at him? He looked at him, yo.
Right, here's your angle.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, now I see why you were laughing.
Yo, I was dying. He looked so disappointed in him. Yeah. Like, you know, when your teacher, like, you just messed up and you got like detention or something. Like, he just looked like disappointed.
Now I know why you were saying you were laughing, because like I'm looking at it and I'm like, what's he laughing at? That shit was funny.
Oh my! Yeah. He said pack him up.
Pack him up. Oh, he said pack him up.
He said pack him up.
Oh my god. Yo, this is insane.
I'm watching like the post game of the Spurs and Hornets, and they were like showing replays or whatever from the game highlights, and he said, bro, he said pack them up. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know what Kai Jones was thinking in this head. Number 1 pick, he said. Number 1 pick. Yeah. Generational talent.
He said that's your king. That's your number 1 pick.
Generational talent.
Generational, the best prospect ever.
You guys are all you guys are coming out here to watch this guy.
He definitely said that too. This is the number 1 prospect ever.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know, Brandon Miller was taking that shit personally because they were all there for Wemby.
Yeah. Drop your before we get out of here. Drop your questions in the chat, like what y'all guys want to talk about real quick before we get out of here.
Bro, literally, the only thing I want to see different from the summer league is Noah Clowney doing something besides sitting at the 3-point line. Can I just see something other than that? Other than that, if he does something more than that, it's a win for me. And if he's able to shoot like 40% from downtown, like 2 for 5 or 2 for 6, fine with me. I just want to see. I don't want to see 1 for 7.
Or run some plays for him to get it in the post. Like, does he have any post moves? I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Like he got to run for something for him to get in the post. Ooh, this was nice, little crossover. Hey, dime.
And he made the layup.
No, but he missed it. The guy blocked it. But his pass was sick, dude. Yeah. I don't care.
Nah, I don't know why I was trying to be sarcastic there. It didn't even sound like it.
Shout out to Ramon. He said Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin or Tyler Hero and Jovic in the trade package. Ooh, that's a good question. I really like Jovic, man. I would probably say I'll probably go with the Tyler Hero Jovic because Jovic is tall, 6'10", can handle, he can shoot. And then Tyler Hero and Caleb is kind of like two wings. I don't want two wings. I'd rather have a wing and a forward. So I will go with Jovic. Yeah, there were some nice dunks today, bro. There were really some nice dunks today. What would you say with Rage? Tyler Hero and Caleb or Tyler Hero and Jovic?
Realistically, probably Hero and Jovic, only for the simple fact that we're not, no matter what we do, we're not going to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think you'd rather go with Jovic because Martin is going to, I don't know how long.
Unless you want to flip, unless you're trying to flip.
Need another small guy. Get the young stud.
Martin is 6'5".
Unless you're thinking like Caleb Martin, you're going to flip him or trade him. I don't think they're going to flip him or trade him.
Or if you trade like Dorian and Royce.
Yeah, like if you're going to flip Caleb Martin, I would understand you're taking that package. But
or you flip a bunch of other guys.
If you're thinking about the future, I want Tyler Hero and Jovic.
But what are we giving up to get that though?
Probably like 2 firsts and a salary filler. And the salary
there's like a misconception where I see like one side of some Knicks fans are saying like, oh, we shouldn't give anything up. We're doing them a favor. We'll get them for free. Like, no, it's going to cost you something.
In order to get Tyler Hero and Jovic, you're going to have to
give up. It's going to cost you.
We have to give up at least maybe
and the
two,
thing is, it's not like you can take on Tyler Hero and not give up anything. Like you have
2
to
firsts
money back.
And Spencer
and we're still going to have to try and make Portland happy and give picks away. And we have those picks.
And if you're literally choosing that young kid, they're going to value him too. I mean, they're not giving up their most recent pick. That kid's going to be a bucket.
Jamie Jacques, yeah. They're probably going to give him to Portland for they're kind of giving him to Portland.
That's where that's going to hurt them, dude, because they're giving up 2 young good guys that would, if they did that, it would suck. I doubt they're trying to. I think they're doing their best to keep at least one of them.
Yeah, they want to keep one, but they're at the same time they're like, we're in the win now mode. We just want to go to the chip and go to the finals.
Then again, I don't know how much do they value Dame. And you're like, okay, if we want him that bad, then you're just gonna give him yeah. Well, but that's still. I mean, listen, Portland. We all like kind of believe that like Portland's only play is Miami, and Miami really wants him. So I mean, try to push in reverse and be like, all right, fine, you guys want him that bad.
Yeah. The latest we've heard on that too is Chris Haynes. He said the Nets and the Pistons are the 2 teams that are basically in that third wheel kind of thing with the Portland and Miami trade. So
it's nothing new.
The Pistons, I was like Chris Haynes. The Pistons, I was like, I was surprised they was in it because I'm like, why would they want who would they want? They would want Tyler Hero out of this? Like, or they would just give picks to
so why would they want another guard?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would the Pistons get involved unless we need them to give somebody picks? Because I know they got picks, but I don't think they would want Tyler Hero on their team. What
are they gonna get back? I don't understand.
Yeah, they would have Jaden Ivey. They already have Jaden Ivey. They have Cade. They have a whole bunch of guards. They have like 10 guards.
Not now because they just got rid of Corey Joseph. Well, 8 because they got rid of Corey Joseph and RJ Hampton.
Oh yeah. So they have 8 guards. They have 8 guards. Still over too many guards. Shout out to Worley. They said we about to see Tyler Hero in a Fabio video when he comes to Brooklyn. Yo, Tyler Hero when he comes to Brooklyn is gonna be the most. So he's gonna be like wearing do-rags. He's gonna be in like drill videos. You're gonna see him in like
Tyler Hero x Ben Simmons fits on the sideline.
He's gonna be like the most sauced guy. Yo. He's gonna be like woo walking. He's gonna be doing so much, yo. I'm afraid.
Actually, Hero Claxton. It's Hero, Simmons, and Claxton because Claxton has some crazy outfits.
Yo, Hero is gonna be like so. I'm worried for him because he was in Miami. They said he partied too much, so I only can imagine New York. He's gonna be in them strip clubs. Yo. Shout out to Ramon. We already saw an IG story of Hero listening to Jay-Z song. Yeah, he's getting ready. He's getting ready for that. He know about that Brooklyn. He was listening to Hove. Pistons need floor spacing. That's why they got Joey. They got that Joey buckets. You know what I'm saying? We gave him Joey buckets. We give him Joey buckets. We give him Joey buckets. But if they want more spacing, I guess they would.
They probably do. They do need more floor spacing.
So you think they do want Tyler? But they would have to give up somebody for Tyler, no?
Yo, they might want Jovic.
They might want Jovic. I say that. They might want Jovic.
They have a lot of forwards too.
Oh, so Ramon said they still need shooting despite getting Joe Harris. Okay.
All right, so with Hero,
but they got to give up somebody.
I just don't know where Hero fits at all.
You got to give up somebody. Though. Ivy, somebody that Portland's gonna want.
See, I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah.
Why would they give up Ivy for Hero? They just drafted Ivy last year, so it's like I don't even know why the Pistons are really gonna get involved. Because what do these teams really have to offer for outside? Maybe you put in like Duncan Robinson.
Oh, Duncan, yeah. Maybe they would take Duncan.
Or Caleb Martin.
I feel like Duncan and Joe Harris are like the same player. It's like the same guy. Just Duncan's younger. Somebody said Joey Bricks is more accurate. That's more accurate. Yeah. So, shout out to Gross. He said they need a lot of shooting. This is why Marks was smart to give them Joe Harris. Yeah, they definitely need shooting. So if they do take the Tyler Hero, I'll be tuned in to see what they give up for Tyler Hero. If it's picks and they just take on his salary,
because the Heat aren't getting Damian Lillard without giving up Tyler Hero.
Yeah, they don't. I think the whole bridge is burned already. You saw what Tyler Hero posted on Instagram. I think the bridge is burned with him.
That doesn't. Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to keep him.
Nothing about that Instagram message says I'm coming back to Miami.
Exactly.
Jabari Smith Jr. 33 points.
Oh yeah, he had a really good game, man. I mean, we was getting
a really good
second half. I'm sorry.
Going into the second half.
Yeah, he was getting cooked on Twitter. I think he probably went into the halftime looking on Twitter and was like, "Oh, I'm getting cooked. Hold on," because they were saying he couldn't because he's a sophomore, and they were like, "Oh, he can't score against rookies." And then the second half, he just was like going off.
Saying there was a tweet for like Brandon Miller and Wemby, or not Wemby, but Brandon Miller and Jabari Smith fighting to be like the worst summer league player there is, and it was like John Cena versus The Rock.
Oh yeah, it was like that was hilarious, that tweet, yo. Shout out to Two First is Too Many. Shout out to Golden Cat. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez. I hate you, Joe. Nervous as F. White. What? Who gets shooked in the playoffs? White gets shooked in the playoffs. Cypher said Pistons have two guards that are 6'7", so they could fit Hero. In theory, it wouldn't make them undersized. I guess they would take Kyle. I mean, he fits their timeline. Tyler Hero's only 23. So
I mean, how tall is Hero?
6'5", right? Or 6'4", something like that. I think he's 6'5". I like Jalen Wilson. Shout out to T-Rex. He was good. I like Jalen Wilson. Noah Clowney is trash. Duke Jr. is trash. No reason he is a unrestricted free agent. Gray is trash. He needs to lose his two-way contract.
Rex is not pulling any punches.
Yo, he said everybody is trash.
Rex just fired off the whole barrel except what he kept one bullet for. Yeah, he's like, I like him.
Now that I saw Jalen Wilson's first game out, I feel more okay of him getting the two-way now. I feel a lot more better. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But Raekwon, I still need a little bit more. He needs to show me a little bit more. And then the third two-way, I don't know who's going to get that.
Does it? Let me ask you this: the way that they run the offense, like, does he really get a chance to? I'm not sticking
Raekwon.
I'm like, but is he? I don't feel like he's like any part of their like offensive game plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's weird because he's like
he has skills, but it's like they never really. He
has like some type of Draymond game, so it's like weird with him. Like he's big enough, you can post. Like he needs to post up, but it's like he doesn't really post up. He's like and
he's got some moves. Like he can handle the ball. It's not like
he can shoot the ball. He can definitely shoot the ball.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, the thing with I don't think I'm overgassing him, but like, I feel like he's another guy, like a kind of guy that if he went to a different system, he actually might blossom a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, if there's anything in Kessler Edwards, Like the Kings are the type of team that would get it out of him.
If what's his name? If he went to Memphis, I think he would do a lot better. Raekwon Gray, because you see what they did with Kenny Lofton, the big husky guy. He looked great in the G League and on the Memphis team, and they brought him up, and he was looking good. So if he went to Memphis, I think that'll be a better. He can be like a young Zebo, Zebo. If you
Raekwon Gray might almost look like a better Raekwon Gray kind of looks like a better Noah Clowney.
Yo, don't say that, yo. Yo, my holy king, what up, yo? Hit that like button, yo. We're about to get out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We'll take
like
a few more
I
questions.
said, I'm not asking for much, but going into the next game, I just want Noah Clowney to move a little bit away. Like, can you just go a little bit inside, like the 3-pointer? I would like to see just some post moves. Like he's 6'10". We shouldn't just see him at the 3-point line.
Yeah,
6'10" and you're only at the 3-point line is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that's really it. And
unless you're cashing out, you got to be cashing out if you're doing that. Like you got to be hitting your threes, brother.
Yeah, no, you had to be doing what Armani Brooks was doing.
Yeah. Shout out to Ramon. I wouldn't mind having Wilson at the 3 and Gray at the 4 in the next game. Yeah, I agree. Good point. When is the next game? You guys know? You have a schedule?
I think it's Sunday, the 9th. I think our next game is the 9th.
I think so too. Look.
Who do we play?
I'll pull up the schedule, but shit. Give me a
minute. And honestly, that's actually a pretty good idea because Wilson honestly plays kind of like a 3. Like he actually plays like a wing / forward. Like he plays,
like that Josh Hart kind of role thing. Like
the thing is, it's like he's not limited on offense with Clowney. Like with Clowney, you can tell he's a big, but it's weird because you almost can't because he doesn't go in the paint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not a 5. I was trying to tell people he's not a center. He was barely in the paint. Every time I look at him, he's on the 3-point line.
Bro, he literally it's like the definition of his argument. Like you would think with the way he plays, he's like the definition of a stretch 5.
Yeah, but people were, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have the body right at all to really be banging, right? Like we look at Clapp when he came in. Here's another guy that, I think he's coming in a little bigger than Clapp did.
Yeah.
But,
he still needs a lot of work. Like he needs to learn about like centering your balance and getting position on rebounds and not getting like destroyed in the paint.
Well, he has an ability that if he hones that in, like he definitely has the right size. He has the right pause, the right maneuverability. Like his handles didn't look terrible, right?
Oh,
like he may not.
Like I said, he needs too much. He needs a lot of development, bro. A lot of.
He does, but I'm just saying, I can see if he does that and they develop, and that's the one thing I'm hoping for this coaching staff. Is it's definitely screaming much better player development. So I'm hoping. Yeah, got my fingers crossed because that's been one of my biggest.
It's like also with how the offense is, it's like there is like not, it doesn't look like there's much of a system at all. So Clowney also has to figure out what to do in that. But honestly, Clowney should use that to his advantage because it gives him more of a chance to do more. Since there's not much of a system where you saw Jalen Wilson was just cooking because he was the only guy willing to. Go to the paint and actually use this free realm. Yeah. Meanwhile, and if Noah Clowney can do that a little bit and just showcase a little bit something other than the 3-point, that would be good. And especially because Noah Clowney shot 28% in college. Yeah. I don't understand how if you shoot at that percentage, how you go into summer league. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah. Let me read a couple more comments on BR. Shout out to Barry. Oh, it was good, Barry. T-Rex, Cam Whitmore. Yeah, Cam Whitmore looked really good tonight. Tommy B, we got to watch Leonard Miller. Trust me, bro. I was heartbroken seeing Leonard Miller kill it.
And even Gigi Jackson.
Gigi, oh my God. Gigi's 2 games. Gigi has been incredible. Hood-Shapino's at the line right now. I'm watching Hood-Shapino make free throws. It's it hurts. It really hurts because it's
we play the Knicks.
Okay, so this is the next game, July 9th, 8:30 versus the New York Knicks. So
sorry. Yeah,
PM. So if you guys don't know, that's the next game. Yeah, it hurts because we were right there, and this is why I was so upset. Go back and watch the draft stream. I was like, we went upside when there was better talent on the table. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't take that much. Like I said, you saw how Sean Marks shed salary right before free agency. You could have do that. You could have been to another draft. You're telling me you could have sent Joe Harris in a second to the Pistons during the draft to move up, or or sent Patty Mills in a second round to move up or something like that and share salary. Like, come on, man, you could have done that. You could have done that. But
I thought the Whitehead pick was fine. Like I still like that pick, and I still think I honestly think that when he comes back, he will be one of the he will be like the first guy that actually like showcases his talent first. He just looks more NBA ready than a lot of other guys that are going to be that are now rookies. But it's just with me that like Leonard Miller was on the board. What did we see more in Clowney that we didn't see in Miller?
Yeah. That's the thing, and I know people are going to talk about Leonard's shot, but he could still shoot threes because if you watch the game today, he was hitting threes.
Hey, he shot 2 for 4. I'd rather have a
2 for 4
shot. I would rather have a stupid looking shot that goes in than a beautiful shot.
Speaking of Leonard Miller,
it's like Jabari Smith.
Yeah, thank you, Saint. Play that. Yeah, so it's like the thing that Leonard Miller does is not just his the shot. He's an excellent rebounder. He was playing against grown men. That's the difference between him and Clowney. Clowney was in college.
See,
Leonard
that's
Miller was
what
playing
we
against grown men in G League.
Clowney. We needed that, right?
Yeah. Leonard Miller was playing against grown men in the G League, and then he's a terrific rebounder. He can switch 1 through 5, and he gets after it on the offensive glass. You know what I'm saying? And he has an in-between game. See, like Clowney doesn't have no self-creation in-between game. It's either I'm going to dribble handoff and pick and pop and shoot the 3, and that's it. But Leonard Miller gives you all the in-between and everything else.
I just pray that we can see something other from like Clowney, because like although I understand that it's going to take time to develop.
Yeah.
It's just like even with taking time, like I'd rather you attack the paint like what Jalen Wilson was doing and it like not going in. Like yeah. I like him shooting 3-pointers and I like him having that aggressiveness, but like don't just stick to that.
Yeah.
Are we allergic to players like this?
Yeah.
Sean Marks is when Sean Marks sees you're too good at rebounding, he's like, no, I can't have you. I can't. You're too good at rebounding, brother. I can't have you. Shout out to Tommy B. I'm good with Whitehead. I never agree with Clowney. Miller has better upside and better all around. Shout out to Cypher. I wanted Leonard Miller so badly. Shout out to Golden Cat. Highlights of Noah. There's none. He was terrible.
No, he had a shot. He had
1 3. He had 1 3.
Yeah, I've been looking. I have not seen one.
There's no highlights. He hit 1 3 in a transition. That was it. He had no highlights. Shout out to Clowney. He's going to take time to do this. Only 18. Folks gotta realize he isn't a big. Thank you, Delissa. Yes, that is facts. That's facts. He's 18. We're gonna show him love. Like we gotta be patient. But we're just criticizing from a basketball point of view. This is no shade to him. We're just from a basketball point of view. In this stream, if you go back, we're telling what he has to do better. That's what we're saying. We're not saying he's trash. We're not saying he's terrible. We're not saying we don't want him. We're just saying what he has to do better going forward.
And like I said, I like the 3-pointers, but just a little bit more offensively. It's not much.
But that's why
I think defensive. I think the defensive woes of getting bullied will still be there for a little bit because you're gonna have to adjust to an NBA body. That will take time. But that wasn't a concern of mine. It was just more so of moving on offense. I hope he continues to shoot threes, but I just don't want it to be the only thing he does. I confidence in the shot is good. That's what a lot of players in this league can use. It's just a matter of doing the other things.
Yeah. I'll go ahead, Sam. You want to say something?
No, I mean, but that's kind of why I said when I came in after watching the game, it's just that with it, like, that's what you expect. There's, I kind of lost my train of thought. Like,
about Clowney?
Well, yeah, but it's like, again, we have a need, and the way Sean Marks drafts sometimes, granted, this kid's like young, like you would think you were looking for somebody to really hopefully tailor him more towards rebounding. Does he have the body? Does he have that ability to do it in the NBA is going to be the question. I'm tired of like when you have a guy, like you have a specific need, there's specific players available that are going to do that situation for you, but you want to take the gamble on this guy and mold him into this non-center that you seem to be allergic to for the last 4 seasons. And it's like, I hope Clowney can make the transition. You saw Clax used to have a shot. He doesn't anymore. Hopefully that comes back for him, but
Yeah, it's just that I accepted at this point that Sean Marks, we're just gonna have to play small ball. If you're a Nets fan, we've been playing small ball for all these years. We just gotta, like, as much as we want bigs and people that can rebound, it's just gotta accept the fact, as long as we have Sean Marks, it's gonna be small ball and guys that are not really big and can rebound like that. It's gonna be a lot of guards. It's gonna be, yeah, shooting. That's his philosophy. So I just have to accept it, and it hurts because you see us get destroyed. And I think I was in a space, and I think Pod brought this up. He was like, ever since Sean Marks became GM, I don't think the Nets have been in like we've been in the 20s in the rebounding in every year in the NBA. Like, I think it was some crazy stat. We've been
I had to look that up yeah. Like,
it's bad, bro. We've been in the 20s in rebounding.
We're not the worst. Like, okay, I was surprised to see that we weren't the worst, but at the same time, like, where we were was nothing to brag about.
Being in like the 25 to 27 for 6, 4, 5 years in rebounding, that's, come on. And then every year we look at the offseason, and every video we see Sean Marks. Yeah, guys, we gotta improve the rebounding. We gotta get bigger. We gotta get nastier.
The only guy that kind of had that aspect was Andre Drummond.
Yeah,
and DeAndre Jordan, but that
was a trade deadline move, and it was, we got Andre at the end of the year. Like, it was on some panic stuff.
So he got rid of Joe Harris. He got rid of Patty's contract. Who else did he get rid of? Oh, he didn't re-sign Seth, right? Like, so I give him an A+ for that.
Oh, Sean, he's always good at doing shed salaries. The shed salaries, that's Sean's bucket right there.
But it was time to move on. Like, besides the salaries, that's I think a bonus. Like, we were able to move on from players that weren't being effective. For whatever reason, they lost it. And he did move on from that. And he saved money to open up for something else, which is good. So I give him an A+. Drafting, I give him like B-, C+, kind of.
I agree. I'll give him the same grade.
And then, so I don't know if that brings your average down to a B. And then it's like, I think at the moment he's got like a B-, depending on what he can do out of this trade. Like, if he can one fell swoop give us a score, you get something like Hero, and you can get somebody that can rebound and somebody you can put in there, like in that area, and he can pull that off, and he keeps us like in I don't want to say a negative the whole time under the cap, which I don't, unless he moves a couple other people. It's like, if he could pull all that off, I'll give him an A for the offseason, right? Because at least you addressed multiple different avenues. You got smart. Hopefully you're learning from your mistakes about these players. I'm a little more surprised, but we'll see. I don't know how he's going to end this. He could just go, no, it wasn't there. We're just going to go with the team we got. We think we're competitive.
Yo, that's a W Sean impression, bro. That was
he's probably going to give you some answer like that. Like, that also wouldn't surprise me. But so far, it's over.
No, Sane is completely right though. I think in order for him to get an A, all he has to do is really address the rebounding issue. Like with the rookies, it's just based off of what he sees, and we don't know what those rookies will end up being. But based off of a standpoint of like making your team better right now, because obviously rookies probably aren't going to. A lot of rookies aren't going to go into the go onto the team and be an instant contributor right away, right? But there's going to be other guys in the free agency that you can get, that you could have gotten in terms of a big that can make an instant impact. So I think right now he's at a B. Right now, all he has to do to really get an A for me is address, like, get a big, get a center. I still think like a big forward center or whatever. Like Christian Wood's fine. I don't like Dario Saric is fine. If you do that, I got an A for the offseason.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're gonna be dropping some more content. We might go live Sunday. Let us know in the comments in this video if you want us to go live Sunday. But we'll probably do one more pod on maybe like free agent bigs that are out there. We'll dive deeper into that. So again, hit that like button. There's a ton of content out right now. There's the Clowney breakdown, watch that. The Reek Whitehead breakdown, watch that. And then the Tyler Hero video, just watch that. Our reaction to Tyler Hero.
And our reaction to the free agent signings and
free agent signings.
Lonnie Walker.
Yes. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back Hopefully we'll see
maybe
better
Sunday?
Clowney. Yeah, Sunday.
Maybe Sunday.
We'll see, man. We'll see, man.
It's the first game. I think we'll see if nerves are playing a lot because everybody's trying to make their name. Summer League. I'm gonna wait like a couple games before.
Games in.
I guess just like think about it. If you're like, if you were just think if you were 18 getting thrown into the spotlight with and at an NBA level of the best, and the best of the best, like you're probably not gonna have your best game. Your best game is probably not gonna be your first one.
Well, I mean, what's basically happening is we all have expectations of each person they drafted, and you just got to watch a little bit more and let your expectation level get to where it really should be.
Facts. Facts.
So I mean, hopefully Whitehead's he's the one that you just
the X factor.
Yeah, you see the potential. Hopefully the foot heals right and he can regain a little more of that athleticism, because you could definitely tell he slowed down after the foot thing, and hopefully it's right this time and he can at least, if he can get back some of that athleticism and be able to move instead of just being a spot up shooter, and he could develop into something nice. I don't think it's unfair to say he could reach Cam Thomas type thing at the moment.
Oh yeah, I think the sky's the limit for him. The
thing is, it's like the athleticism part. Like if he can get that athleticism part back, then he can be a top 3-and-D wing in this league easily, because he is a solid defensive player as well. Like he'll be if he can he's coming off like a 40% 3-point season and at Duke, and the thing is that was his only year, playing college basketball, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you said, the sky's the limit for him. And if you can, and that athleticism aspect completely brings out a different part in the game, because you being able to drive to the rim and draw a bunch of other defenders onto
there's a reason
that creates a wide open 3-pointer, and that creates a lot of opportunities.
And there's a reason that he was a top 5 pick at one point.
Yeah, great points, y'all. All right, y'all.
You guys have a good night.
I'm going ghost!